Hello gardening friends. Welcome to Backyard Basics. I'm John Dromkuhl. Well, the natives are really popular. The drought has been here for a few years, really taught us our lessons about gardening, and it's coming back. It's not all over. But one of the things about the natives is that we can use them in other ways. Container plants, those are really nice. Hanging baskets, this is something you probably haven't seen or thought about, that you can use some of the natives in the hanging baskets. Look at this basket right here. It's beautiful. It's got some verbena, and it's also got some butterfly plants in there, Blackfoot daisy, and the silver ponyfoot. Yes, several, quite a few in there. They will grow out. They will fill the basket rather dramatically. It'll be a nice big basket of color, and it's good for the bees and the butterflies to come through and visit. And those little jewels out in the garden are just a gorgeous part of gardening. This needs some sun, and sometimes that's the problem we have. We have a lot of sun, and we're wondering what will go in there. Well, the natives will go in there very nicely. I like to use this kind of a basket. It looks real natural. It's not a big plastic basket hanging up there, and so this has core fiber in a metal frame, and on the inside I've lined it with some plastic bags. This core fiber type of container without a liner will dry out. It'll wick out in those hot areas, and so it'll be dry before you know it. Not a bad thing for the natives, but they don't need to dry out entirely. So I'll put that liner in there. Then the water won't be coming out the sides when we water it, and it'll hold it a little bit longer. It's a different situation than in the ground. The ground does have a bunch of moisture there, so these guys are well adapted to those kinds of conditions. One of the things is the precaution of not overwatering. It'll probably be better to be on the dry side a little bit more than on the wet side. I like to give it a good soaking when I water it, and then I will go ahead and back off and probably get a good week out of it. You'll have to learn. You know, each one of these things is a new experiment for some of us, but by sticking your finger in there, you'll know a whole lot more about it. I like my hanging baskets down where I can see them. When they're up high and you're looking at the bottom of the basket, well, that's not very interesting. But when they're down at eye level, they're really nice. I like to put them on pulleys because they do get kind of heavy, and so I'll bring them down for maintenance, clipping off dead flowers, dead heading, and then bring it back up there. But a basket like this one is going to be pretty darn heavy, especially when it's wet. So I use a pulley system. I'll tie a pulley up on the ceiling wherever it needs to be, or around a branch, and then use that to take them up and down. Works very, very well. There are many other options too. There are so many other options out there that it makes it kind of challenging to figure out what you want. Sometimes it's a drought-tolerant plant that's not necessarily a native, but it'll do very well. The silver ponyfoot over there is a very good one. I put it on the sides of this one, and before long it'll cascade out of there. This potting soil drains very well. That's key. If your potting soil looks heavy, add some more perlite to it. Make sure that it drains well. These things don't like to sit there with wet feet. So good drainage, well-adapted plants like the natives, and a nice sunny spot, and you've got yourself a new look in your garden. This new look is ideal for the butterflies and the bees, other pollinators coming through there, and it makes it much more enjoyable, and nobody else on your block will have one. So use the natives in many other ways. This hanging basket idea is a very good one. For Backyard Basics, I'm John Dromkuhl. I'll see you next time.